Yo, what's up? What's up? YouTube. It's your boy Joe Barber. Just dropping another video. Today is Thursday. It is 7:53, and had a great day today. Stayed full, open and close. Was very happy with my conversations, my energy, and my haircuts today. I usually critique myself and really judge how well I do on each of my cuts. If I'm really happy with them, at the end of the day, I'm like, man, could I have done something better, or should I have did something different? And at the end of the day, that's what I do. I think today I cut about 11 people all together. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm booked all day, and no, today I cut 10 people because my 11th person had rescheduled. They had to go to the doctor, so that's something that happened. But anyway, really just wanted to talk to y'all about when you're marketing yourself. This is, just to tell everybody. I'm going to tell you what I've done to market myself. YouTube is one of the ways that I really put myself out there. Facebook, MySpace was when MySpace was a long time ago. But done that. Google, I use Google a lot for my barbershop, and we get a lot of views and we get a lot of responses, questions, all type of stuff through Google. I've used Yelp. I wasn't too happy with Yelp, but that's just me. Like, I think Yelp helps, but it's something that I just wasn't happy with. So I continued with Google, and I'm pretty happy with Google. I think Yelp was just too expensive, and they had like all these random things that they would, try to hit me with. But anyways, I really wanted to talk about your choice of words and how you market yourself, your name, your brand, your logo, and really wearing, t-shirts that let people know that you're a barber. Always carrying business cards with you. And I know business cards are something that a lot of people don't like to use, but you can make it to where if they bring that card back, you get 10% off, or you could, do a thing where it's like, hey, if you get 6 haircuts with me, your 7th one is free. But it has to be like on a Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that, to fill up your day. And it's like, look, man, it gives people incentive to keep coming back with you. Or you could use that 7th haircut, 50% off any product that you sell. Selling product is something always, man. You could buy a lot of product and just change the label on it, or get some stickers with your information on it and slap it on there, whether it's on the lid or whether it's, on the face of it. That's another way of marketing. And you have to understand, when you talk to people on the phone, talk to them like you want to be talked to. I can't stress that enough. I constantly tell people, when you treat people one way, then I'm like, okay, after you you let your emotions or your frustration, or you've been having a bad day, you let that take over, and then now you took it out on the customer. Now that customer may never come back to you. That customer is just like, how am I bothering you? I'm coming in here to do business, and it seems like I'm bothering you. So that's not a good feeling, especially if it's not your shop and you're just like, you're not treating every customer like they're gold to you, and they could be. I've turned walk-ins into lifelong customers, man, that I've been cutting for a long time, and they won't go anywhere else. They trust me. They only want me to cut their hair. I try to send them to other barbers, and they're like, nah, I love getting my hair cut by you, and I'll wait, for you. And I'm like, cool, and I appreciate that. And those are the people that I really love, man, and I'll go out of my way for them. Not that I won't go out of my way for my regular customers, but I do appreciate my customers that much. Whether it's female, male, doesn't matter. As long as you respect me and you appreciate me, I'm going to appreciate you. But I want to let y'all know that your words, and instead of, telling people that you're going to do this or do that, or they need to do this, they need to do that, you want to have it to where it's already like for example, when you have to consult somebody, we're talking about that at the shop. When you need to consult somebody on their haircut so they know how much they have to pay, you want to be able to put that on your, whether it's Instagram or your Facebook, business page. That's something that I tell everybody to get. And make your page about your work, not about your selfies, not about your shoes, not about your cool clothes and stuff like that. Make it about your work, man. That's your portfolio, and you want people to see how good you are at fades, how good you are at tapers, how good you are at beards, how good you are at edge ups, how good you are at hair enhancement, how good you are at color, how good you are at all these things that you do, and make sure that there's enough high quality, high resolution pictures. You want to make sure that you clarify, you know, the how long the haircuts do take. Say you have this customer that got an all even with the taper, and you could put on there, this haircut took me 45 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, so people can understand that. But then when they come to you, it's like I want that haircut, the one that you did on your Facebook. And they're like, okay, well, I need to see how much hair you have. I need to see what exactly we're working with, and then I can tell you how much it's going to cost. I know some people have a price where it's universal for everybody. I don't have it like that myself. If you have not gotten your haircut in a month and you're coming to me from the oil field, and you just have been wearing a hat, for 3 months or 4 months, and it's been over a month since you got a haircut. I don't know how long it's been, 2, 3, 4. Either way, your hair is going to be trained a certain way. Now, I would recommend that you do a shampoo, a conditioner, then we can cut it down. So that's going to require more time, more service. But if you're not training your hair constantly, and you bring me this picture of someone that you see on Instagram, I'm going to be like, well, that gentleman right there has been taking care of his hair. His hair might naturally grow like that, or he really takes care of it and maintains it and gets his hair cut every week, if not every 2 weeks. So that's why his hair looks good, and he, whatever. But you can't always make everybody happy. And when you try to say, okay, man, I can get really close to that look, but it's going to require more time and more effort. And then they're going to be looking at you like, what? Like, I want it like that. And it's like, look, man, it takes more time. Whether it's color enhancement, whether it's dyeing the beard. Because sometimes people come in, I want my hair like that, or they're pointing at a picture, and it's like, dude, that's all paint. I mean, we can do it. We have the airbrush, we have the, Just for Men, we have the Vegan, we have Kiss, we have Tomb 45, whatever you need, we got it, but it requires another service. And sometimes they're like, what? And it's like, yeah, man, it costs more. So when you do that, if you kind of take the time and put it all on your business page, then you can share that link to all your customers and funnel, whether it's through your website, whether it's through Facebook, whether it's through Instagram. You want to find a way to get all those things combined, so it lessens the stress on you and having to repeat yourself over and over and over to everybody. You can send that link from your phone and make it easier. And I don't care if you marketed yourself yesterday, you got to promote yourself every day yourself. If you're not booked every day of the week, you need to promote yourself more. If your shop is not doing as well as it should be, you need to be. And that's a collective thing. That's another thing, man. I know a lot of us have booth rent that we pay, and they're like, man, I'm my own boss, I pay my own taxes and blah blah blah, which is great. But the shop itself, if you put the shop first instead of putting yourself first, treat the shop like it's yours, man. It may not be yours and you can't claim it's yours, but I'm telling you, man, if you just change your mindset and say, you know what, it's more about we and less about me, you're gonna win in the long run. Because the day's gonna come when, Lord willing, you do have your own shop. You're gonna want the barbers that work with you, not for you, to have that same kind of mentality. Like, help elevate all of us together. You need to have a strong team. It's like playing basketball, bro. Everybody wants to be the superstar. And everybody can't be the superstar. Everybody can be a great teammate and promote each other and look out for each other. Some people are better than others. Some people are more talented. Some people are gifted that way, man. That doesn't mean you're not as valuable. It just means like, okay, man, that's not your role. You find your role, whatever your role is, and kill it. And the day's gonna come when it's gonna be your turn to shine, and you want to be able to have those kind of people around you. I'm telling you, man, I've had a hard time in my life finding people that are willing to put in the work and think more about we and less about me. Because I'm telling you, man, I've been around a lot of people that not to say they want like my spot, like being an owner and being this and that, like traveling and being an educator and all. Like, yeah, man, that's all stuff is great, but it's work. These companies that paid me in the past, they want me to work. And I'm telling you, I've worked for Andis, I worked for Oster, I've worked for Wall, I've done different things for different people, whether it's an ambassador program or whether it's just like a one-time event at a hair show or whatever the case may be. I've done that, dude, and it's great. But these companies, they want you to represent them, not only with like your look and your talent, but just the way you carry yourself. It means a lot, dude. And you're gonna attract those companies by being authentic and by being real and by being a professional. And that's the main thing. Before you become this great barber and this great whatever artist and whatever y'all guys are out there, because I know there's a lot of talented people, I want y'all to know that y'all have to be a professional first, man. Understand what a professional is. Less emotion, more logic. Be more of a businessman and understand in the long run. Your pride is, man, your pride is the devil. Shout out to J. Cole. Pride, man, that ego, you got to set that stuff aside, dog, because I'm telling you, man, I grew up like that, very insecure. That kind of helped me because it did push me to do more. Like, I wanted to be great. But at the same time, man, it was hard because I felt like I constantly would tell myself I'm an eagle surrounded by chickens, and they're telling me I can't fly. And some people will tell you that, you're not that guy, man. You're not as great as you think you are, until they see you on TV, on reality shows, or you're working for a company, or you're, created your own product and you're making this good money, and you're people are showing you love. Your main city might not even show you love. But people from outside your city are going to show you love. It's that kind of stuff, man. And that's what I'm saying. There's a mindset that you think that your friends are going to be the ones that are going to pay you the most, and it's really going to be the strangers that do. It's going to be the people that that haven't known you for a long time that are going to support you the most. And that's just facts, bro. And that's, in my life, that's how it's been. I've lost a lot of friends that just didn't take me serious as a barber like that, or a businessman. They just still see me as the kid from the hood or whatever. And it's like, look, man, I've made a living off of this. This is my career. I have a great work ethic. I have a great understanding of my craft. I've invested a lot of hours. I've invested a lot of money into classes, traveling, learning. Whatever the case may be, man, I've done a lot of those things. And it's like, look, man, I bring a lot of value to my craft. And when you do that, things change and people respect that. And sometimes your friends won't be. They're like, oh, man, it's just hair. And it's like, okay, well, then I'm not the barber for you. I'm still your friend. I love you, but I'm not the barber that you want. You want a different barber. And sometimes that's what happens. And that's that's happened to a lot of barbers that I know that are up there, man, that they have to make those decisions because we've taken our craft serious. And it's like, you're not going to come up in 1 year. You might not come up in 5 years. But if you put the time in, good things will come. Good things will come. Marketing yourself is one of the foundations of being successful as a barber. And what I mean by being successful is I'm talking about clients. Getting clients that you're booked 2-3 weeks ahead. I know some barbers that are booked 2 months, 4 months, 5 months. It's real. There's some barbers that it's like that, man. As soon as they get out the chair, they're already booking for the next cut. And that's how my customers are. And I'm very, very happy that I have supportive and just genuine, loving people that understand my vision, understand my passion, understand why I am the way I am about barbering. And barbering is not a hustle. It's not a side gig. It's not like you can have it like that. If you want to cut out of your house, by all means, that's something that you can do. But you're never going to reach the pinnacle of a successful career cutting out of your house. You're not going to get those opportunities, meeting different people. And people want to go to a barbershop because of the atmosphere. People want to feel like, it's dope here. The chairs are dope. The energy is dope. Everything is cool here. I love it. I love the conversations. Everybody's not always going to get along. We don't all have to see eye to eye. We can all agree to disagree and have great conversations, whether it's basketball, football, baseball, whatever. It's cool. At the end of the day, we're all humans. We all have to go back to our families. We all have to work. We all have to put in time, and that's great. And I welcome that in my shop. But the thing is, man, when I was working by myself, I miss that, and steel sharpens steel, man. So when you're around people that are solid and people that have the same kind of drive as you and want to see, you know, what's beyond the horizon. Let's work hard and see how far we can get together, and we're gonna shine together. Let's grind together. And that's the kind of mentality when you have people around you. I know a lot of successful people, dog, and when I talk to them, they have a solid team. Whether it's like, nah, these are my brothers, these are my sisters, these are my best friends that I grew up with in the hood, and we're all like on the same boat trying to make it, dog, and we all believe in each other and we all look out for each other. That's when you're gonna be successful. And until you find that, sometimes you gotta find those people, and you gotta pray to God, man, that God brings you the right people. They might not look like the way you want them to look, and they might need a little work, but if they're loyal and they're, you know, like they have an aspirations to be great, that's something that the potential, man, that's great. That right there is something that you can hang your hat on, man. And the skill will come. You know what I'm saying? The skill will come. But finding loyal people, finding people with work ethic, that's hard to find nowadays, man. It's crazy. I know a lot of people are infatuated with Instagram and the characters and the role playing that people do on there. And I know for some people it pays the bills, but it has to be lonely, and it has to be like draining to have to be this person that you're really not, because that's what pays the bills. And I don't see myself like that. I'm me. What you see, this is me. And you can go back to see all my videos from 10 years ago. I'm the same person, dog. I haven't changed. I've gotten wiser, and I've gotten more more mature. Like, I understand business a lot more than I did back then. And I feel like my skill and my talent is still there. I feel like my gift hasn't gone anywhere. God gave me this gift. No one can take it away. And that's the thing. Like, that's something that I believe in that. I can draw right now, and I went back to drawing, and it felt good again. I don't have the tools like I used to, but I know that I can sit down. If I have the free time to do things, I can still do it. And it's great, and I'm appreciative of that. But I'm on a mission to where I want to open up my school. I want to have a good foundation. I want to help the right people. I want to have my barbershop be successful. And I want to guide the next generation of barbers, not just with talent. I'm looking for people that have a drive, that have something to live for and die for. And those are the people that I want to help, man. Like, if this is your only shot and you're pulling all your marbles into being a barber, I'm looking for you. And that's the person that I'm looking for to be at my barber school. And you got to take that chance. And I don't want you to think that barber school is going to be easy, because it's not. You have to learn a lot of things that are required by the state. You got to learn about your clippers. You got to learn about, promoting. All this, there's a lot of levels to barbering. Now, I just break it down and say, look, why do you want to become a barber? You tell me why. What is your why? Because that's what's going to push you out of bed. That's what's going to keep you at the shop. That's what's going to help you elevate every time. That's what's going to help you invest in yourself. That's what's going to help you do all these things. Your why. And you have to write that on a piece of paper and put that by your bed, put that on your refrigerator, put that in your car, wherever it is. A screen on your screensaver, that has to be your why. And you have to look at that every day. Because if not, bro, if you get into this game and you think, I just want to work on Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and blah, blah, you're never going to reach your true, you're never going to reach that level of, how great you can really be. I'm telling you, man, I've worked hours from 6:30 in the morning to 11 o'clock at night. I've done that, legit done it. When I was at Razor Sharp. And that was years ago. I used to do that. I used to cut military cats. I used to cut, everybody from the hood, didn't matter. I cut everybody. And it was way different back then. The market wasn't as saturated. San Antonio is saturated with barbers. Bad. There's barbershops everywhere. Everybody wants to be a barber nowadays. When I started cutting hair and I got my license back in 2005, man, it wasn't like that. It wasn't cool to be a barber. Even before that, when I was cutting hair, just cutting my friend's hair, it wasn't cool like that. And now, man, it's $1 billion industry, for sure. And it's like you can make money doing a lot of things, a lot. But like I said, today's message was about branding and marketing yourself. But I veered off into the other things because I want you to know, man, that barbering is it's a great career, but it's a craft, and you have to hone your skills, dude, every day. And girls, I that's just how I talk. But when I say that, I mean like any person out there that wants to be a barber, you have to put in the time every day, and you have to know your why. And that's going to keep pushing you, man. And doors are going to open and doors are going to close. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. You know, I know a lot of people use their Instagram and all that, and all you see is highlight reels. I'm not about that. I'm going to be transparent and show you that, hey, I have bad days too. And no, I don't live this luxurious lifestyle. Yes, I've been around a lot of people that got bread. And yes, I know people that are doing well. And yes, I've made, good money and all that. But that's not, I didn't get into barbering to live that lifestyle. Like, that's not me. Like, I got into barbering because I love doing it, and I love making people feel better. I love building relationships, and it's something that I love to do. So it's not like work. It's not work, but my body's taking a toll now. I can feel it. Like, I can't do 20 something haircuts a day anymore, bro. I can't do that stuff. Like, I'm trying to cut 10 people and be out, and now I'm gonna raise my prices, and I'm only gonna work Monday through Friday, and I'm gonna take Saturday and Sundays off. Mondays and Tuesdays are going to be very limited spots, but I'm going to be working later in the evening, so I'm going to try and work till 9. So I'll work from 12 to 9, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Where 12 to 8, whatever the case may be, I'm going to work a good shift, still be able to do my morning routine, spend time with my kids, my dogs, work out. I want to make working out a priority, so I'm going to switch my time. And that's what I'm gonna do, and those are things that I'm capable of doing now, because I'm overbooked at times. I have to book people after hours because some people get out of work at 5 or at 6. So those are the people that I'm catering to, and they don't mind paying $60 a haircut because they want to get cut by me, and I'm in a position where I'm capable of doing that. But not everybody's in that position. But you can get there. You can be better than me. You can do better. You can probably make $100 a haircut if you invest in your tools, invest in your classes, study the right people on YouTube, study the right people on Instagram. I'm telling you, man, information's out there. You just got to learn and apply and hold yourself accountable. So that's the end of today's message. Market yourself and remember your why. Always remember your why. All right, y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay faded.